from range. 19-14. Go the Eagles. Toros still looking for some way to infiltrate this defense a little bit more consistently. Pump fake, another drop. Sent out to the opposite wing. Three taken in the response there from Jaden Johnston. Johnston just his second triple in the early season. And Johnson transferred in from Chico State, where he redshirted, was previously at St. Edward's University, averaged just over 8 points and 3 rebounds per game, shot 39% from range. That three somewhere where he does flourish. Rebound going to be quickly won away by Solomon. Goes back over to Zayante Boothman. Boothman quickly back over to Adesiji. He lets the three fly. This one in and out. Biola looking to re-extend to a 2-possession game. Again, substitutions getting ready to go for Cal State. Dominguez Hills back over to the corner. This one just tossed up and it falls for Aranda. Didn't quite try a reverse, ultimately just kind of tossed it up with 2 hands, got it to fall. 21-17. Toros again looking to break it back within 1. Pick and roll taken apart, and a foul is going to be drawn by Adesiji. As it looks like substitutions getting ready to go. Cheatham gonna jump in alongside. Luke Lynn. Looks like a couple more are going to get set to join in, but media timeout on the floor. 10-14 still left to go here in half number 1. It has been a strong battle to open things up. Again, Biola up 21-17 here in Carson. As we've seen a very well-rounded effort so far. We've seen the three working steady for the Eagles. 3 for 5 from beyond the perimeter. Ultimately 57% right now from the floor. Cal State Dominguez Hills still being led by Josiah Sander, who knocked down those 2 early triples. Haven't been able to see a lot since then. Again, Cameron Brown leading the charge for Biola. 3 for 4 from the floor. And this ultimately being one of the bigger leads we've seen early on. Would expect the Toros to try and battle right back. Again, a lot to prove for Cal State Dominguez Hills coming off that last season. But a lot of new players. And still these early season games getting ready for conference play, which obviously won't occur for a little bit. First official conference game is December 4th, and then December 6th, but that's just the first 2 games. Then a couple more in mid to late December before it really kicks off in the new year. Where the Toros trying to, again, fill in those spots as best they can, as one of the biggest roster turnovers in the CCAA this offseason. 9 players gone, including 7 seniors. And the production they lost can't be understated. It's massive. The Toros graduated or transferred away 4 of their 5 top scorers, their entire top 5 in rebounds, assists, and steals. A huge block from Sanders, trying to keep that blocks moving. Good pass inside, and the shooting foul going to quickly be drawn down low. The headline departure, of course, for Cal State Dominguez Hills is the All-American, and Jeremy Dent-Smith put up one of the best careers we've seen in recent history for Dominguez Hills before transferring over to Stanford, which is where he's playing this year. Already posted a 14-point game up at the Division I level. Dent-Smith set the single-season scoring record last year, 710 points one season, averaged over 19 a night, and finished his career as a Toro as the 5th leading scorer of all time in DH history. Also lost players like Adam Afifi, the first team all CCA player, who was a 6'9" forward, gave them nearly 14 points and 7 rebounds per game, shot about 50% from the field as a nice finish found by Charlie Geller. And a lot of other great contributors, looking at names like Jaden Winfrey, Jordan Hillstock, Alex Garcia, DJ Guest, Josh Ramirez, JT Tan, and the freshman wing, Isaiah Bernard Lopez. But again, in total, 9 players out, including elite production really everywhere. Practically a brand new roster. And again, looking to put things together as David Cheatham, one of the only upperclassmen who has played his entire career at Dominguez Hills. Actually, only one of 2 upperclassmen to do that. Demorian Lowe being the only other to do so. As we're going to see Ofori swap out. 21-23 Toros on the heels of the Eagles. Looking for one more way back in. Stevens powering his way to the basket. Can't get it to fall. Maybe a second chance. No, quick turnaround from Biola. Huge jump and finish from Walker Weir. And again, the 2-possession lead stands the course as Luke Lynn trying to shake a defender. Sanders, quick handoff to Cheatham. David gets it back, driving left side, trying to go inside, but a travel is going to be called as he went into traffic. $8:21 left to go, and the Toros left the backcourt wide open, and the pass got 2 out front, but again, the open lane there, pass back out. Biola going to be forced to reset. Had a free 2 there, weren't able to capitalize. Parrish Tillman fakes the handoff now, gives it away to Gannon Dykstra, the freshman guard out of Linden, Washington, getting his first time in. Beautiful country town in Linden. Another 2 found by Biola, and the Eagles are starting to try and make themselves a gap, the biggest lead we've seen in this half so far. Cheatham back to J.J. Mitchell, the 6'7" junior out of Livermore, California, Citrus College transfer, getting his first time. Jumper taken by Sanders, and Josiah knocks down another. 3 of 4 from the field right now. Staying very consistent. As Dykstra trying to find a way around Lynn. Again, Sanders having to go toe-to-toe with Parrish Tillman, and the foul is going to be called on Sanders, and it looks like we're going to see a timeout called on the side of Cal State Dominguez Hills as it's 23-27. The Toros continue to trail the Eagles, but still trying to fight their way back into this first half. 7:01 left to go here before halftime between Cal State Dominguez Hills and Biola. Again, Tyus Parrish-Tillman, the redshirt junior, getting 2 shots. And again, J.J. Mitchell said his name just before the break, the junior out of Citrus College. This being his Toro debut. Was a 2-time first-team All-Western State Conference selection, former 3C2A SoCal Freshman of the Year. Averaged 12.5 points per game, 8 rebounds per game over 2 seasons with Citrus, helping them win back-to-back league titles and getting a total of 50 wins. Now getting his first time with Cal State Dominguez Hills and helping to try and cut down this early lead we've seen. Luke Lynn quickly back over Stevens. Deshaun into traffic, gets it quickly over to Cheaton, lets the 3 fly, and this one falls for David Cheaton, the grad student out of Los Angeles. 1 possession game now. Jalen Brown coming out of CG. Set to check back in for the Toros. The Eagles looking for another chance. Pump fake put up by Aranda. Shot clock under 10. Biola need to find something. Jumper taking this one shallow. Rebound picked up by Stevens. Will settle it back. Now the left-handed finish blocked away by Weir. Biola setting themselves. That one poked quickly away by the Toros as again Brown and CG jump in, and it looks like we're going to see Jalen Atkins, the freshman, jump back in alongside Cameron Brown. And it looks like a little bit of a late substitution as Jaden Johnson swaps back in for Cheatham. We'll get some more rest. .551 left to go. Inbound pass to Jumper. This one found by Brown. Cameron Brown, 4 of 5 from the field. Toros and getting back into that groove of that 3. 3 of their last 4 from beyond the perimeter. Nice drive inside. Finishes there off the glass from Deshaun Stevens. And Stevens transferred from Seattle University. Now pass inside and the lane wide open for Chris Harris. Apologize. Deshaun Stevens is a senior. Like you said earlier, was a freshman, is a senior transferring from Seattle U with the Redhawks, and pressure in the corner. Solomon gives it to Johnson, long 3 taken. The rebound from Johnson poked away, a battle towards the corner. And it looks like it's just gonna go to Biola on the baseline. 33-28 Eagles. Leading here, less than 5 minutes to go in the half. Again, the Toros just looking for that quick run, want to get their defense locked back in. Another 3 taken, this one hopping up. Rebound gonna be won by Stevens. Deshaun immediately over to Johnson. Johnson, handoff 2 out of CG. He lets a 3 go. Rebound tapped around and kept in bounds. The CG lets another one go. This one falling as well. It gets back to him. Now we'll go to Stevens. Stevens into traffic. Back out to CG. Wide open lane. Floater pushed a little bit low off the glass. And Biola slowing things down now. Eagles shooting 54% from the floor. Toros, over half their shots so far in this half have been from 3. Inside pass, jumper taken, and the finish there from Harris. His 4th bucket of the night, now leading the Eagles in points with 9. 7-point gap Foul is going to be drawn in close by Deshaun Stevens, as that will bring us to our final media timeout. It looks like Joe Ofori will jump back in for Biola. But again, 35-28, Biola leading, 3:23 left to go before halftime. One final media timeout before we get it back underway. Toros trying to pick up a big win in their home opener as their head coach, Steve Becker, again out sick tonight. John Peterson, lead assistant coach, acting HC for this matchup against Steve Becker. Honored as the NABC West Region Coach of the Year, earned back-to-back CCAA Coach of the Year awards. And he's one of only 4 CCAA coaches to earn back-to-back Coach of the Year recognitions in the last 20 years. First free throw from Deshaun Stevens won't quite fall in. Second one up and good, makes it a 6-point game again. Trying to stick within those 2 possessions. As long as you can get that quick run in to tie things back up, always a spot you'd like to be in. Close defense, but the lane created, the finish not there from Ofori. Toros pushing the pace. Stevens trying to go up, and foul is going to be called. It's going to be a blocking foul down low on the Eagles. And it looks like that was on Atkins. Tried to draw the charge down low, and will end up being another take, as we're going to see a couple subs late. As Stevens heads to the free throw line for the 3rd time, knocks one down. David Cheatham will jump in, and it looks like we're going to see Facundo Aranda jump in, and Parrish Tillman will swap in for the Eagles as well. Ofori right back out. Second free throw, good from Stevens. 8 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists for Stevens as of right now, tied for the lead on the team in points, leading in rebounds and assists. He's been everywhere to get things underway. And still, a lot of players that the Toros are looking to step up and help try and replace a guy like Jeremy Dent-Smith as a travel. Going to be called on the Argentinian in Aranda. 4-point gap, Toros can bring it down to 2. Cheatham back to Johnson. Again, that quick movement around the perimeter for the Toros, looking for a way in. Maybe a force. Cheatham goes up, draws the and one. David Cheatham finds a good bucket and has the chance to put the Toros within 1. Cheatham has put away the most free throws early on this season, shooting 3 for 12 from the field going into this game. And the 3-point play converted, 34-35. Under 2.5 minutes left to go in half number one. Again, Cheatham, key contributor in the national championship game run last season. Earned Elite 8 all-tournament team honors and averaged 17 points per game across 6 NCAA tournament games as a 3. Knocked down on the other side by the 6'8" man from Fresno. Left hand trying to roll it in off the glass, won't quite drop for Jalen Brown. Now it looks like we're going to see a foul called on the side of the Toros. Get on the side of Biola. The Eagles led by head coach Dr. Dave Holmquist. Holmquist in his 46th season at the helm of Biola, one of the longest tenured coaches you're going to see around this level, really around any level. And he's one of just 5 four-year college men's basketball coaches to have over 1,000 career wins. Got his 1,000th win 4 years ago versus Concordia Irvine. Again, has been coaching for almost half a century now. Three taken. This one falls by the corner for Johnston. Again, one possession game separating the Eagles and the Toros. Dominguez Hills looking to stampede their way back in. Eagles still trying to provide that gap. The finish not there for Harris. Under a minute left to play before halftime. Open corner, 3 off balance was Johnson. Now 3 taken, and this one slips in for Stevens. We have ourselves a tie game. 40-40, 40 seconds to play. Biola trying to find themselves one more shot clock. Game clock separated by about 12 seconds. 15 on that shot clock now. Parrish Tillman moving outside towards that wing, now trying to create a lane, goes up with the right, no good. Rebound fought for, and the shooting foul is going to be drawn by Aranda. And it looks like Stevens picks up the foul. That being his first personal of the evening. Aranda, this just being his second trip to the free throw line this season. $18 seconds still on the clock. Toros will look to have the final possession of the half to try and tie things back up. Both free throws knocked down by Aranda. And a hard press inbound will go to Stevens. Stevens back up to Johnson. Johnson to Solomon. Back up top to Stevens. Clock winding down, 5 seconds. Stevens driving, goes outside. Corner 3 taken by Cheatham, but shallow. And that will end half number one. Inside the Toro Dome, a battle of a first half. It's 40-42. Cal State Dominguez Hills just trailing Biola by 2 again. Seeing Chris Harris leading the way for the Eagles, 11 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 2 steals, leading the charge in offense for Biola on the other side. Seeing Deshaun Stevens, he's got 11 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, being the spearhead for the Toros. Again, 40-42, Cal State Dominguez Hills trail at the half. We're going to take a short break. Don't go anywhere. Second half back underway here as the Toros again taking on the Biola University Eagles. We apologize for the technical difficulties as getting things back underway. Again, 61 to 60, 61-58 as the Toros trying to find that 60. Good rebound picked up, bouncing off the official. But Deshaun Stevens not able to keep himself in bounds. Again, we've been seeing a good battle here in half number 2, staying very narrow, usually within that one possession mark. Biola steadying again, trying to add on more. Jumper taken, shallow rebound quickly picked up by Aranda. Back over to Harris. Harris through traffic, weaves his way to a left-handed finish. And Harris now leading the Eagles in points with 15, 6 for 10 from the field. 3 taken in response, no good. Sanders battling for the rebound, draws the foul. Looks like the foul was going to be called on Ofori. Again, the Toros continue to be led by David Cheatham. 14 points, few rebounds, couple assists. Inbound pass will be to Cheatham. Looking for a way through, stopping short in the paint, trying to draw the foul, and he does. Cheatham will head to the line for 2. As he's 8 for 10 on free throws to begin this season. As he knocks the free throw down again, Cheatham a little bit quieter in that last game versus Vanguard. Got 28 minutes, went 1 for 6 from the field with a few rebounds and a couple assists, but already tallying more and more points as a couple more substitutions, as we'll see Geller and Parrish Tillman swap back in. 3-point game here with 10 minutes left to go. Cal State Dominguez Hill still trying to claw their way back to a lead. Their last lead being about 8 minutes ago now. Parrish Tillman. Handoff to Geller. Trying to play that pick and roll. Didn't fire it inside. Aranda. Back to Brown. Brown pulls up for 2. This one no good. As Johnson on the rebound immediately goes to Deshaun Stevens. Stevens, right side, gets this one ripped away, and another steal found by the Eagles, quickly advancing towards the rim, and the lay-in connected by Cameron Brown. Brown, 8 for 10 from the floor here tonight. Has been really linking together some good drives, being able to pierce that defense of Dominguez Hills. Shot clock down to 10. Sanders pulls up for 3. This one no good. Another rebound found by the Eagles. Quick pass up to Aranda. And you can see Biola seeming to get more and more comfortable both on defense and offense. A good block coming out from Stevens as Geller had to go into traffic. And now we're going to see a foul called in closer as this will go down to the baseline. That foul is going to be on Brown. That's his second personal of the evening. As it looks like Luke Lin will jump back in again. Lin, the one international player on the roster for Cal State Dominguez Hills out of Taiwan. We're going to see Walker Weir jump in. Three international players on the roster of Biola. Have Akin Richardson, the redshirt junior out of Germany. Also having, of course, Aranda out of Argentina and Cole Becaring out of Victoria, BC up in Canada. Three taken here as this one falls for Deshaun Stevens. His second triple of the night to bring the Toros back within two. Lynn staying closely on Aranda. Again, seeing that matchup time and time again between Sanders and Parrish Tillman. Aranda snaps it back over to Geller. Back out to Aranda. Three from the top, no good. Rebound battled for, and it's Josiah Sanders. Comes away with just his third rebound. As this one way shallow from Brown as a fight for possession, and it looks like a tough hit there. As I did see Brown go down alongside Sanders. Coach, as Dr. Dave Holmquist over on Biola, seeing one of your big men only tallying one personal after 34 minutes of play is a great thing to see. But again, 68-70. Cal State Dominguez Hills back within a field goal. Parrish Tillman looking to spin his way through, and we're going to see no shot called. And it looks like it's going to be a foul called on Cheatham. Looked like a bit too much of a shove, and regardless, we'll see free throws out of Parrish Tillman. First free throw up and good, and again, he has not missed one tonight. DHR out-rebounding Biola, 29-25 as of this point. Offensive rebounds coming more in stride for the Toros, but defensive rebounds working better for the Eagles. Have just seen a few more turnovers from Dominguez Hills. Have seen a lot of steals coming out of Biola. Now maybe a look for Cheatham driving in, wants the left-hand finish, draws another foul on Parrish Tillman. So David will head to the free throw line again. So 72-68, under 6 minutes to go. Toros now have that bonus active as the first free throw is missed. Dominguez Hills would love to get back within one possession here. Of course, that just meaning want to get back within 3 points or less, and Will with that second free throw. It's a 3-point gap. DH looking to push the pace, no doubt fatigued here. Is one more media timeout left? In regulation as Parrish Tillman signaling for some movement. Now corner three faked, and it's going to be a travel on Brown. Took a step a little bit too much with that pump fake. 5-20. Big opportunity for the Toros. Signaling for a play here, Jalen Brown back up top to Cheatham. Cheatham to Lynn, back to Brown. Brown serving, lets the three fly, won't get it to drop. Rebound batted away. Who will it stay with? It's going to stay with DH. Shot clock down to 14, 5 minutes and change left in regulation as inbound kicked away by Aranda. Looks like with that kick out, shot clock got set back up to 20. Brown back to Cheatham as Stevens gives it to him. Deshaun trying to break through the paint, through traffic, left-hand finish, no good. Rebound coming back for Biola, a bit of an overextension, and now the Eagles will just set things back up at the top. Harris snaps it over to Aranda. Biola more than happy to let as much time tick down as they can and just find a bucket here. This three no good, and it looked like that was slapped away by Lynn. Been keeping it close. Biola have just stayed one step ahead. A late surge needed by the Herd. Final minutes of regulation here in the second half between Cal State, Dominguez Hills, and Biola Eagles. Up by 5, 77-72. One of the more high-scoring games that either of these teams have faced early on in this 25-26 season. Again, the Toros looking for a late push to cut down this lead. Brown to Luke Lynn. Lynn to Stevens. Shot clock down to 5. This one fired and found by Stevens. His fourth triple of the night to bring the Toros again back within 2. Dominguez Hills shooting more efficiently from 3 than from the entire field so far tonight. The Eagles, again, looking for something down low. They go to Parrish Tillman, being guarded closely by Sanders, but the spin and finish is found off the glass by Tyus. Parrish Tillman sitting at 22 points now. Half of those have come from free throws. Stevens back out to Lynn. Snaps it over to Cheatham. Driving inside the paint, wants another finish and will draw another shooting foul. David Cheatham heading to the free throw line for the 5th time this evening. We've seen a lot of those quick drives out of him, just trying to look for that contact, force a shooting foul, and he'll get one here. 2:01 left to go here in regulation. First free throw falls nicely. 21 total points now for Cheatham. Second free throw up and good. Cheatham and Stevens, both 22 points on this one. David and Deshaun, as now it's again a 2-point game. Aranda over to Cameron Brown. Brown has Geller. Will go back down to the corner towards Harris. Harris to Geller again, and they go right back to Tyus. Tyus towards the corner. Great read by Jalen Brown, pushing this one up towards Lynn, but the pass is given away. Huge chance there for the Toros to equalize. The pass doesn't connect. Biola taking a sigh of relief, under 90 seconds to play. Aranda steadying things again from the exterior, trying to get some movement. Has Brown. Brown trying to look for a way through. Harris snaps it back over to Aranda. Less than 10 on the shot clock. Now down to 5. Aranda driving in close, and shooting foul is going to be picked up, as it was Brown who dove towards the rim. And Cheatham picks up his third personal. 77 seconds. Brown. His first free throws of the evening. Again, Brown at 19 points, has shot the most efficiently of anyone in this matchup. He's 9 for 12 from the floor, picking up few rebounds, few assists, and a steal. Has a chance to make it again a 2-possession game. And there it is, 81-77. Eagles up by 4. And it looks like we're going to see a timeout called by John Peterson. Again, acting head coach tonight, with Steve Becker out for the evening. But it looks like 30-second timeout called, 1:03 left to go, just over a minute. Biola, 3 of their last 4 from the field. Deshaun Stevens been heating up late, 3 of his last 4 from beyond the perimeter. But Dominguez Hills are going to need more of that three-point magic in this one. Again, we've seen 62 total shots from Cal State Dominguez Hills. 31, exactly half, have been from 3. Toros not afraid to shoot that long ball, and it's been working. It's been working more efficiently than they've been going from the field. Again, DH, 42% from 3, 40% from everywhere. Meanwhile, on the other side, Biola, less shots, only 50 shots, 12 less than the Toros, but have been very efficient in their looks. 54% shooting as a team, 50% shooting from range, and also we are seeing Biola 19 for 20 on their free throws, 19 points from shooting fouls, and we have seen 12 of those come from Parrish Tillman himself. But the timeout breaks. 1:03 left to go. The Toros going to need to link a lot together. Going to need some big shots and some big stops in the final minute of regulation. Cheatham, quick inbound to Deshaun Stevens, back to Josiah Sanders. Final minute. Brown driving, cutting short. Sanders to Cheatham. Back out. This one tipped, still hitting the front of the rim. Good rebound from Lynn. Now this 3 taken by Brown. This one shallow as well. Sanders loses it. It's collected by Geller. Snaps it way out to Brown, who slows down, and the foul is going to be found by the Toros. And with the double bonus active, that'll sound the Eagles right to the free throw line. And the Toros are going to have to try and rely on those fouls, and we're going to see another 30-second timeout called by JP, the assistant coach. As, again, it's one of those things you see it very commonly in basketball. As the time gets down, a team's trailing by 2 or 3 possessions, you try and force a team to the free throw line to not only save time, but then get possession back and hopefully knock down a couple quick points, maybe some threes. And the Toros going to be looking to do exactly that. However, the Eagles, again, have been lethal from the charity stripe tonight. We'll see what we have in store for the Toros. Strategy coming out of, again, John Peterson, the acting head coach tonight. 1 timeout remaining on the side of Dominguez Hills. Each side having 4 players who have hit double digits tonight. Brown again has been so efficient from the floor, 9 of 12. Now 3 for 3 from the free throw line. He makes it 4 for 4. 36 seconds left on the clock. 6-point gap. When you really look at it, just a couple threes needed. Brown immediately advancing down the floor, slipping in short. Will get it out to Cheatham, picks it back up, trying to drive forward himself. The reverse up and good from David Cheatham. 24 seconds now. Still 4-point gap. And it looks like the Toros will find themselves that next foul, as the foul is going to be on Johnston. Johnston, that being just his first personal. He's gone 3 for 7 on the night. Has worked well in rebounds, currently leading the Toros in rebounds with 6. It's been a great, well-rounded effort in that rebound department. 7 players for Dominguez Hills, over 3 rebounds. As again, another free throw knocked down, Chris Harris. Again, shooting 100% from that free throw line. And knocks down both. Biola, 23 of 24 on free throws. Cheatham lets a 3 go in and out. Rebound picked up again by Parrish Tillman, his 7th. And we're going to see another foul called, of course, with under 13 seconds left to go. Clock officially at 12.9. The Toros might just be out of reach at this point. 6-point gap now, and Parrish Tillman can make it a 3-possession game with under 13 seconds. And Parrish Tillman misses the first of the night for himself. Was 12 for 12. And that being the first he's missed, but still has done a lot of damage. Second one will fall. 13 points for free throws from Tyus Parrish Tillman. Stevens rushing down, and it looks like a foul is going to be called on Geller. Geller, that being his 3rd personal. 7.6 seconds on the clock. As Stevens will get himself a 1-and-1. And head coach Dr. Dave Holmquist telling his team not to foul as the first free throw drops to put the Toros up at 80. Stevens, 23 points on the night, and will stay there. Rebound battled around, and it will come away to a wide open Cameron Brown. Won't take the bucket, will just stall out the rest of the clock. And Biola hold off the Toros here in the DH home opener, 86-80. A great battle between Eagles and Toros here tonight. Again, it was Cameron Brown and Tyus Parrish-Tillman who led the way. Brown, 9 for 12 from the field, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. With 36 minutes total, Tyus Parrish-Tillman, 23 points, 13 of which off of free throws, added 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. Also saw Chris Harris and Charlie Geller tally 17 and 13 points. Again, 54% shooting from the field. Go Biola, Cal State Dominguez Hills, David Cheatham. The graduate student, 24 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and also seeing a good performance out of Deshaun Stevens, 23 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. It was a neck-and-neck battle, but ultimately Biola able to just hold out long enough, and that'll put the Eagles up to 2-1 on the season as they'll return home to Chase Gymnasium over in La Mirada to take on Stanton on the 21st before taking on another CCA opponent in Cal Poly Pomona later on. And, of course, on the side of the Toros will fall to 1-2 overall to start. And, of course, next on the docket for men's basketball for DH is the Southwest Airlines Big Island Invitational over in Hilo, Hawaii, as that'll be the first matchup in that invitational for the Toros on the 22nd. We'll take on Hawaii Hilo and then the University of Colorado at Colorado Springs on the 23rd. They'll return home on November